everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Purple Gaming here, and today we're playing some more Bloons Adventure Time Tower Defense. So, in case you didn't see last video, which I'm assuming you did because, well, let's face it, pretty much everyone has, I suppose. Maybe this is the future, someone's watching this and you're new. We got the three premium characters, Dungeon Finn, Tuxedo Jake, and Hunter Marsland, which is a big deal still. And today, well, actually last time I said I was going to play Extreme and Impossible on one of the new maps with each three character, except Tuxedo Jake. So basically the other two, I say each three characters, really it's two because one of the three just doesn't really attack much and it's not important. We're doing Dungeon Finn today, that is what's important, and that should be a lot of fun. So we're going to make him very, very powerful and see how well he does. We're going to have some support, I think. Actually, we'll see. We'll probably just see how he can do on his own, and then try to do some support afterwards. So let's first look at the sword. Plus 15% attack speed, 1% per star. Damage plus 2, plus 1 per 4 star. Pops lead, every 5th attack fires fork lightning. Is this better than the other swords? Let's see. If we were to look at Ignoring 40 sword, Knight sword. It has the same damage increase, but it can make him do double damage and slow them, and can also give him lead and camo detection. We're gonna go the Thunder Sword. You know what? It's the special weapon. I'm not entirely sure if it's necessarily the best, but it's definitely close to. Like, it's definitely one of the best, so I'm gonna consider it the best for the time being, because I can't really be bothered to try to do something else. He does not have camo protection, if I remember correctly, so we are gonna give him some camo protection, as well as, increasing his range in the process. Always a good idea. But yeah, so hopefully today is going to go pretty well. There's nothing all too crazy I'm planning on doing. It should be a lot of fun. We'll get to see how strong can he be when he's really powerful. Has a lot of good trinkets, because a lot of you said that he's like nutty broken. So we'll have to wait and see, because I mean, I can't just immediately know. We'll have to do some testing. Okay, one more trinket slot. We have a lot of damage, decent amount of attack speed. I think we should go for Baker Shard. Can he not have Baker Shard, or do I not have one ready? Give me a second. Let's see. Someone has to have Baker Shard that I can take off. You. Juggernaut Max. You really don't need it. We're not using you right now. Dungeon Finn. Can you have Baker Shard? Because this would actually be a pretty big weakness if he's one of the towers that can't equip Baker Shard or Engineer's Blueprint. But that's not the case. Speaking of which, Engineer's Blueprint. I should probably steal that as well. Man, I'm just taking it all away from Max. Sorry, bud. You're not that fun anymore. That's not true. You're a cool dude, Max. Keep up the good work. You're the main protagonist in every Bloons game, so you can settle with a bit of a sidetrack. So let's head into the next map. We're going to do it on Extreme and then Impossible, I think. Pretty sure that's the plan for today, but we'll have to wait and see. First things first, is there another character I need quickly to just make sure I'm doing something properly? Let's just see quickly. We we don't have. Give me a second. So we're not going to do any comparisons with Finn currently. I'm just looking to see if well, you can stay in. Super Monkey, you can go out. And I want to make sure I have at least one Lemon Hope to use, because, that's a pretty significant buff to give him. So we'll throw in PB, and that's probably as good. Yeah, just to make sure in case we need it. We probably won't, though. Let's see the power of Dungeon Finn. So I'm expecting quite a bit right now, but we'll have to wait and see what happens exactly. That's a weird flash. Why does that keep happening? Dungeon Finn, you're a little more expensive than Finn, but not too much. Oh, no. Guess exit front. Let's put you at the front. I just realized this is a two-lane map. You cannot go on both sides. What is that attack speed? He's attacking at ridiculous speeds. There's the lightning flash, which looks really cool. It looks a little weird though, I'm not gonna lie. I'm holding his lightning sword with his big glove. It's sort of just like it's sticking out look at me. I added 2 images and they're not overlaying properly. Woohoo. But obviously now it fits. All of his upgrades show the lightning sword, so we're gonna be getting all of these. It should be pretty interesting. I can already tell he's gonna be so powerful. He's attacking so fast already. And we don't even have the speed upgrade yet. He's a lot like Finn. I think he has check. He has a range, pierce, attack speed, and damage. Yeah, that's what I thought. So he's a lot like Finn in that sense. He has the range, attack speed, damage, pierce, all of those basic stat buffs. Now this is with his attack speed buff. Look how fast he's attacking! Oh, this is gonna be so insane. I have to wait and see until there's a mob or something, because you can't really judge anything yet is the only issue. Can I remove these gems? It's been so long since I played on this map. Oh, I remember this was one of my favorite maps, because if you look around, you can see so many trinkets and Easter eggs, both from this game and just from the general show. It's so cool. I love this. I remember watching an episode about the dungeon train. I don't know if that was like the exact episode that's based off. I have no idea if there were multiple, but I remember watching an episode with Finn and Jake on the dungeon train, and I loved it. It was so fun to see him, like, because a big part of the show that I always, at least from what I remember, was just, he was constantly getting just like, oh, stupid flame crown, why? Why do you make him fail against pink balloons? Unacceptable. We're getting the battle moon. But I remember, because it's so cool, a big part of what I remember about the show is him just constantly like, oh, he'd have a sword for everything. You need a sword for ice, got it. Fire sword, yeah. Lightning sword, acid sword, blood sword. Like, he just had thousands and thousands of different kinds of swords, and I loved it. It was so cool. I loved seeing all of it. And, well, Dungeon Finn's just this accumulation of all of that. He has the shield, the cape, the glove, the sword, the crown. He has all sorts of random weapons and combos with him that just make him so cool. And I really love that. Yeah, I really love that. It's gonna be so cool. Oh, it's so nice to have him as a premium character. But I said this last time, and I'll say it again. I am so glad that I didn't get these guys at the start, because I can only imagine seeing this. Like, if you had these characters when you started the game, you just missed out. Because, well, I remember a couple months ago, I think someone commented, they were like, oh, well, I got the premium characters from the start, but I, restarted, and I was hoping that maybe I would lose them, but I still have them because it feels bad, because they were like, well, it's not the same experience. Doing it from the beginning versus having the premium characters, you just have this instant jump, and that's completely ignoring the fact that you start off with the legendary weapons. Even if you don't use the weapons, it's still such a massive advantage. And if you do use the weapons, not only do you have something that's as good as, in most of these cases, you have something that's at least a little bit arguably better than the best legendary weapon in the entire game for 3 weapon classes. That's a really big deal. And it's just such an advantage. I'm sure just with the sword, plus it gives Finn lead pop power. With just the sword, if you didn't count camos, if you had some sort of decamo, he'd be able to solo this entire game for you. I can already tell. I know this is only around 30. This is a terrible map for him. I feel like I have to point that out. This is not a good map for Finn. Not at all. But it's just so... he's still doing so well. We don't even have his ability yet, which I am interested to see. Continuous stream of concentrated flame. I honestly feel like that might be better than one big burst of fire. But I could be wrong. I suppose a big burst of fire isn't necessarily bad either. Something tells me focus fire is going to be a lot like an activated ability that summons Dragon's Breath or something. But let's see. Yeah, that was so lame. Oh, hey, I have a fire ability. Shoots a continuous stream of fire. Whoa. Okay, done. Seriously, what did that last for? Half a second? I know I'm on fast forward, but still. I'll even turn fast forward off when we get to the next ability down. Maybe it resets when a round ends. That's my only hope. My only hope now is, hey, maybe it resets when a round ends. Maybe that's why. No, it just lasts 5. What's the point of that ability? Seriously. It's look at this description. It's like, oh, well, this is one-time use. This is just one big burst of fire. But obviously, one ability lasts a long time. That's so much better. Unless the ability lasts for half a second. What's the point of having, oh, this super great ability if it doesn't last at all? This is seriously. I'm gonna test it out on the ZMG, I think, at the end, just to make sure. But this ability, I can't even, there's no words to describe it. It's what, a millisecond? 2 milliseconds of ability length? That's so sad. It's not even like it's like Peewee's ability where it doesn't last very long, but the cooldown is 2 seconds. It's a fairly long cooldown. I know I have no ability cooldowns, but it's not super short. It has a decent length to it. This is nutty. I mean, he's doing good damage to the mob, so it's not like he needs it. And I'm thoroughly convinced that Fire Crown upgrade, mistake. You know what? Here, honestly, auto start off. I'm not buying Fire Crown anymore. Dungeon Finn, maybe you can explain something to me. Maybe I don't understand. But I'm buying you. All of you are good. Shield Bash, sure. Battle Moon, yeah. Shield Throw, Ricochet. Honestly, yeah. On round 60, I'll buy the ability, or before round 60, I'll buy the ability again, but Fire Crown is just such a waste, because without Fire Crown, he's, you know, attacking. Like, he still has his shield bash, which even that I'm not convinced of. Honestly, I'm convinced this dude might be better with just pure attacks. If he loses to the ZMG, I'm 100% trying again with just the sword upgrades being like, well, you claim this makes him better? No, it's not like Finn where, yeah, he stops his attack, but the things that stop his attack are like the jump kick and things, which, you know, stun webs and balloons. Dungeon Finn's just like, hey, how about a single wing of Fire Blast or throw a shield instead of me attacking hundreds of times per second, dealing far more damage and popping far more balloons. I don't understand the logic. Also, I'm a little disappointed that there wasn't story for this stage. Is there not story for each stage? Is it only for the first one? Is it only like the intro? Because if so, that's a little disappointing. I think I still have one more area to take a look at, which is good. That means there's at least one tiny, minuscule bit of story left. Though I think there's also story when you beat all of them. So maybe we'll get a little bit more than I think, or than I'm worrying now. But yeah, this is weird. Also, what's that sound effect that sounds like a pew? Like the basic, like, traditional laser pew sound effect, just like pew, pew. I'm assuming it's Battle Moon. Oh, yeah, like that. The pew, pew. I don't know. I don't really know what to describe it. BFB damage, it's pretty good. We're dead again. Okay, we're not dead, but we're so close. Is he not good? So here's the issue. Part of me is like, well, just don't buy Shield Bash. But if you don't buy the Shield Bash, then you don't get Battle Moon. And Battle Moon actually seems really powerful. But Dungeon Finn is not doing too good. This is the character that everyone was like, hey, he's so overpowered. He's blah. He'll demolish the game for you. Incredible. Okay, give me a second. Let's buy the rest of these upgrades. Even the ability that I think is useless. Maybe that's all I need. What is that ability? Is something broken here? Okay, just in case you think, well, oh, this round's impossible. Because this is lame currently. As far as he's going, this is a very, very lame showing. Give me someone else. Who? C4 Charlie. You're not perfect right now, but you're not bad. Let's get the majority of your upgrades and see how well you do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at this. And you say, it's Dungeon Finn. He's broken. C4 Charlie. Okay, yes, I know. He doesn't have cam protection. Juggernaut. Not Juggernaut Max. Oh, you don't have water currently, do you? Yeah, that's lame. What's happening here? Am I missing something? Honestly, yeah, I don't know. Let me know. Am I missing something? I will tell you. This is actually the last pre-recorded video, so this isn't actually going up the day it's coming out. I'm recording this on a Tuesday. It's probably going to go up on either a Friday or Saturday, but after that, no more pre-recorded videos. Congratulations, you made it through. Probably. There might be one more. I apologize. If it's Friday, then there's probably at least one more, but, what's wrong here? Why is Dungeon Finn so mediocre? I mean, don't get me wrong. He made it close to round 60. That's pretty impressive for one tower only. Especially since he's only level 5, but, like, that... Okay, let me go through. Max beat round 60, or at least made it to. Commander Cassie definitely did. Moslin was pretty bad. C4 Charlie did good. Let me think of the only towers that didn't. So, Jake, Finn, and Moslin. If I quickly, I'm going to actually look at all the characters for a second, because I'm not exactly having the greatest view of everyone there. Okay, let me go through. You did better. Jake did worse, Finn did worse, Flame Princess definitely did better, Ice King did better, Sai did better, obviously, Super Monkey, obviously, PB, Commander Cassie, Moslin did worse, Captain Cassie did better, Juggernaut Max did better, Sam did better. Yeah, the only characters that did worse are, so far at least, are Moslin, Finn, Jake. What is that performance, Dungeon Finn? You're a premium character. Yeah, you're better than your counterpart, maybe. We'll do those tests later. Don't keep an eye out for that video. I'm full well planning on doing a comparison with the other type. But seriously, Dungeon Finn, you disappoint. You look so cool. All of your upgrades are like, oh, we're so powerful. And then you don't do very much damage. That's weird. I'm just like, this weapon does give damage buffs. It does give attack speed. It even increases pierce with the whole lightning thing. What's the deal here? Why is he not doing damage? I'm confused. I am confused. C4 Charlie did it. To be fair, C4 Charlie is level 8. He has more trinket slots. But look at these trinket slots. 3 of these are abilities, so no. And one of them's immunity. So what, he had 4. This one doesn't work on Bloons. This one, 15% attack speed. He had attack speed. That's only, the engineer's blueprint's only more. He had attack speed in his bomb. And he soloed that raid that Dungeon Finn was like, there's too many balloons. Help me, there's too many balloons. What's the deal with that? Like, I don't know. I'm hoping I'm missing something. Because if not, I mean, I was sort of expecting I'd do this and be like, oh, he's the best tower in the game. I'll have to challenge him against PB and Psy and Super Monkey, who have all, I'm pretty sure, countered each other as the best towers in the game because they're insanely powerful. But he's disappointing. I don't know. Don't take this as my final count. After this video, or more accurately in like a week when I actually see the comments for this video, I will have a better idea. Maybe I did something horribly wrong. Maybe there's a certain type of trinket I really missed out on that was important. Or maybe you just really need him at level 7 or for some reason or something like that. Or maybe he'll just shine way, way better when we do the Ultra Buffed. Or on a better map, maybe he'll do a lot better. Like, this isn't a final test. This is very not that good. Once we do Ultra Buffed in one tower only officially, he will have a much better chance because he'll be in the same situation. We'll control external variables and things with the map and things like that. But currently, he's not looking too good. Hunter Merslin, people said you were questionable compared to Dungeon Finn. I'm a little scared about you now, Hunter Merslin, because I thought you were going to be super cool. I even thought you'd be a lot better than Dungeon Finn, which you still might be, but people said that you weren't as good, and Dungeon Finn just didn't do too good, so now I'm scared for Hunter Merslin. Tuxedo Jake, are you the only one? Are you the only one that's going to prove useful? What happened here? This is weird. It's still weird, by the way, for me to see that these actually have these premium characters. Also, Max, why are your Okas level? They're ordered by level. That makes more sense. But seriously, Hunter Marslin, I'm hoping for you, because Dungeon Finn, something is wrong here. Seriously, I'm confused. See, here's my biggest flaw. My biggest issue with both Finn and now him, because Dungeon Finn is just a different version of Finn, obviously. They have very similar styles. They have attacks that block their sword. Shield Bash removes, he's no longer swinging his blade. Shield Throw, no longer swinging his sword. Fire Crown, no longer swinging his sword. Ability, pretty sure that's fine. But what's Flame Slap again? Smash the balloons with an extra fire attack. That's cool, but you know what that does? It stops him from swinging his sword. If you look at this, like honestly, if you look at this, he has, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 various attacks that will stop him from attacking. That doesn't make any sense. These upgrades make a tower worse, not better. I should have tested just with the 4 sword upgrades, but the Battle Moon seems so good, I'm not gonna lie. But the Battle Moon is locked behind Shield Bash. Maybe if I only bought Shield Bash and Battle Moon, that would have been better. But then there's this, where he just fires both and Thrown Shield for a Ricochet attack. That sounds cool. But maybe it's better to just go Shield Bash and Battle Moon. Or maybe I should just ignore it. Just go for the sword upgrades. Maybe that's all you need. I'm confused. I feel like I'm missing something. I'm gonna get bombarded with comments saying, you need to use, I don't know, let me think of a random trinket quickly. What trinket? You need to use, Blue, what are you? You need to use the anti-gravity tote chamber. Obviously not, this is for lives. Let me find something more realistic. People might be like, oh, well, he does really good with attack speed. Don't use damage. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe you need to give him, I can't really think of anything else. There's nothing that drastic. Maybe he really needs, Bubblegum's hair. Maybe the glue is super duper useful. Maybe slowing down the balloons, that really makes him a lot better. Because this could be a useful trinket for him, for all I know. Maybe this makes him way better. So I'm still hopeful that something interesting is going to happen. But currently you're a little lame. Actually, I'm going to go in for a second, quickly, since this video is still quite short. Let's go back. We'll try again, because we did actually fail, which I was planning on doing Impoppable today. We're not even going to make it through Extreme. That's a little sad. But how about this? Dungeon Finn, plop you back down here. Just the sword upgrades. New test. If we only buy the sword upgrades, don't buy anything else, it pains me because all of his cool things, his shield, his crown, his Battle Moon, they all look cool. Are they useless? Are you a better tower when I just use sword boost? Because I feel like you might be, and before I get completely blasted with, hey, you should just use the sword upgrades, I want to test, because you know what, that's a test I did with Finn, and he was actually worse, but as I said earlier, Finn stuns the Bloons. That's his advantage. When he stops attacking, basically when he stuns himself, he also stuns them, and if you're stunning both, and he's doing damage, overall, it's a net positive, but in this case, it's just damage, which doesn't look like it's nearly as good as his sword attacks, because I don't even see his sword moving. Maybe that's just because the animation's too fast, or maybe if I'm slowed down, I can see his sword moving. Yeah, I can sort of see him move his arm now. But, like, it's weird. Like, he seems really crazy with his sword. Gonna give him a benefit of the doubt. We'll give it, like, I don't know, we'll see how long he lasts. Maybe he will do better. Maybe he'll beat Extreme, no problem. I'm still hoping something is gonna go well, because this is disappointing. I can't be the only one disappointed. He looks so cool. He looks so epic. And you have to, like, even if this is the way that makes him good, it'll still be disappointing because you can't buy his other upgrades. The whole thing of, oh, buying an upgrade makes the tower worse. I don't like it. I understand that there are times and places where that makes total sense. But in a game like this, in a tower defense game, it's just, I don't know. If you're buying an upgrade that sounds good, adds something cool and unique, you need to find a way to make it better. Whether it be that he doesn't stop attacking with his sword, or make those special abilities pair well. Maybe they multiply damage buffs by like 3 or whatever, instead of just, hey, this shield bash does 3 damage instead of the sword damage, which does 1. Because realistically, you're using trinkets in this case. He seemed really good without trinkets, but trinkets and weapons and things don't seem like they made him much better. So I don't know if that's because that these additional things, like the Battle Moon, maybe not the Battle Moon, but like the Shield Throw and Shield Bash and the Fire Crown, maybe they on their own do like 10 layers of damage or something nutty like that. And adding trinkets just doesn't help very much, but even then attack speed should have helped. So I don't know. It's annoying. It's really, really annoying. I have to just keep awing in this. This map is epic looking. Like, nothing will change my mind. This is one of the coolest maps in the game, if not the coolest maps in the game. Map in the game. It looks pretty bland, like there's not a ton with the green tiles or anything, but, or even the loops, it's pretty boring, but the gems and the swords and the trinkets and the rings and the stabs and the arrow of ice, cosmic gauntlet, I think that's like the amazingly epic sword. I don't know what that sword is. There's Thief's Dagger. I'm talking about the green one over. So this sword, I don't know what it is. This is Cosmic Gauntlet. This one is, I think, the super amazing sword, Arrow of Ice. These cool gems I like. Powering of Pierce, Thief's Dagger, powering of, I think, Strength, but it might be powering of Slow or something. There's the Spider Staff. This isn't anything. I don't know if this is anything, and I don't think the crown is anything. But, like, that's really cool. Also, can I place you somewhere? I'm pretty sure I can't place you. I don't think you have jetpack on right now. Cool. Didn't think I could, but I thought for just a smidge of a second that I saw it turn white or gray or whatever the color is when you can place the tower. What do you call this? Gray? Yeah, it's gray. It's like a darkish gray. I don't know why I thought white. It's just, maybe it's because it's red at first. If you can't place, I was thinking, oh, it'll turn like, I don't know, green. I don't know. That would actually make sense. It would make it much simpler if it just turned green. Though obviously this gray is much more subtle. If you made the ground green, that's sort of like the issue with the red. The red is meant to stand out. It's like, no, you cannot place here, ever. But the gray is more subtle. Like, okay, you're good. Whenever you feel like, just drop, let go, click, whatever you would, depending on what you're playing on. And then your tower will be placed. Also, we've had no issues so far. Currently, he's doing tremendously better than he did with upgrades. Why? Why Bloons Adventure Time Tower Defense? Why would you do this to me? Why Ninja Kiwi? Make the upgrades good, please. For once, don't have another Finn. Well, I mean, this is another Finn. That's the issue. I should have expected this. I should have done a thorough test. I shouldn't have even bothered buying the Shield Bash. That was my mistake. I was like, oh, I'll go light. I'll just use the Shield Bash and the Power Moon or Battle Moon. Because the Battle Moon, it's so cool looking. But the sword on its own seems better. But then again, I mean, we're not even at Moabs yet. Maybe we'll go to Moabs and we'll see, he does no damage. Which won't make any sense, but I don't know. I don't understand things sometimes. Sometimes things just don't make sense. Also, if you saw an ad today, congratulations, we're monetized. Which I don't know why I'm saying this, as if when you're actually seeing this, we'll have been monetized for nearly a week. It's weird. I'm not used to it, especially since I was like, oh, I did my pre-recording things, but then the 1K sub special, and I realized that Saturday to Saturday is 8 days, not 7 days. I messed up math. It wasn't good. so I had to record another video, which is this one you're watching right now. But because of that, I messed up timing, and I'm not in the pre-recorded mood. Like, it feels like I'm uploading this today or tomorrow, but I'm not, and it's messing with me. Also, he's doing better, right? What round did we lose to? I think it was round 47. No, it was closer to the end. It was like 50-something. Let's wait and see. We're doing good. That's all that matters. We are currently doing really well. So this, instead of being a fairly short episode or video, turned into a much longer one, but I think you're okay with that. That's okay with me, too. Just means more watch hours for me, and also more enjoyment for you, hopefully. But yeah, pretty cool. So if you have seen some ads lately, yay! It's good for me. I know it's probably annoying for you, but stick with me. I personally watch a lot of YouTube. Their ads can be annoying, but I actually find they do a pretty good job with them, making them in decent places. I don't really understand how their bots work, but they seem to do a good job of making sure there is an ad when nothing's too busy, nothing crazy is going on. Sometimes, not always, but usually. One thing I did find annoying, it was actually kind of cool though, they let me choose what types of ads showed up, sort of. So like, skippable ads, non-skippable ads, so on and so forth, that stuff. And the one thing that I did find pretty cool is that, well actually not cool, this part I found really strange. Did you know there can be ads that pop up in the middle of the screen? Also, Wood's dead on round 51. That's worse, right? I don't know. I'll probably pop some text up in the edit because I forget. Pretty sure that's worse. Might have been better, but pretty sure that did worse, which at least the upgrades help a little then. Maybe. Except, you know, even if the upgrades help a little, that doesn't change the fact that you can't solo extreme mode. This isn't even impossible. This is just extreme mode. It's not something crazy we're not doing. It's not even fortified, is it? I don't think it's fortified. Is it fortified? Because that, I can give you some credit if it's fortified. It's shielded and tiered up. Ugh. Why? Okay, you know, I'm just done. I'm just gonna get comments. Hopefully you guys have solutions. I'm done. I don't really have much else to say about this. So you know what? Thanks for watching. Please consider giving the video a like if you enjoyed, and subscribing to join the Purple Elephant Squad. It makes my day. It's super nice, and I really do appreciate it. We've been growing strong. We're at 1K, as many of you did do very good job to mention to me. The next milestone, well, I mean 10K, many other milestones obviously, but the next big one according to YouTube, there are 3 milestones of success or whatever, is a crazy number that I can't even imagine right now. 100,000 subscribers. We don't have to worry about that for a long while, I don't think. It would be cool if we did, but I'm assuming that's going to be at least a couple years away. But, you know, still cool, I suppose. I guess that's what I have to worry about now. Ooh, we only gained 0.001% of the goal this month. Oh, we're in trouble. But no, not a big deal. Nothing to worry about yet. But you know what? Yeah, have a wonderful day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye!